minutes. I want to wrap this up. I went to jail. I spent a year in jail. I got out of jail. Went right back to the same stuff. Went back in front of the same judge. Got another year in jail with some years of probation. I knew when I was getting out of jail, I couldn't do the probation. So I went and did more crime. And went to prison. I did 18 months in the Florida State. Right down there in South Florida. In the South Unit, right next to it. In prison, I had a drug habit. It wasn't crack. They didn't have that where I was at. They had that Tucci. They had that paper dope. Yeah, they did. Now, let me just say this. When I got to reception, I walked in my room, the room that I was assigned to, little 2-man cell, about 6 guys in there smoking them damn things. Might have hit that shit one time. I wasn't in prison. But I can hear everybody in the whole camp talking and laughing about my ass. I ain't gonna lie to you. Everybody. I'm about. I heard them. And then I was scared. I'm like, holy shit, man, this might be some real shit, man. Sometimes dirty words come out about dirty things. Okay? About 6 months I was in. Had already been transferred to my little camp next door. And the guys will tell you, I was the worst one on the camp. I was the worst one. I was running up I ran a huge tabs with like half a dozen people. And then I couldn't even pay. If I had to hit my knees, boy, it was the first. Everybody counting on that money. The whole camp counted on it. They didn't know it, but they were really counting on me to come through and pay all my debts. Hell, I owe people that owe the same people that I owe. I knew I didn't have nothing coming. I couldn't stop. Because I didn't want to look here. I didn't want to see none of this. I didn't want to think about none of that. Now I got here. And I was sure as hell didn't want to think about where I was going to go. Get off my knees. Jesus, please. I need you right now. I know you're real because you showed me that. I need you right now because it ain't looking good right now. Woke up the next morning. Like, where's that money at? Phone. I don't need it. I didn't pay it. It was just like, we got it. Trust me. I'm good, I'm gonna pay you. That should be worth it. Alright, well, look, I ain't gonna smoke. I ain't even gonna smoke cigarettes. I used to get packs. I ain't even everything done. I ain't touch another thing except some apples from the cafeteria one day, and I felt guilty about them. 6 months. Mentee of the month, community service award, a stack of certificates that thick, thicker than my glasses. Yeah. I went from the worst junkie on the pound to senior coordinator in my dorm. Whatever that was. Houseman. Yeah, I spent my last 6 months either reading the Bible, joking with guys on the pound about how much better life is now, or scrubbing them bathrooms and toilets. Trust me, my dorm was clean. Because that was a form of worship. I got out of